I read all the messages I sent when I was mad and realize I'm for real not okay in the head. Yeah, because nothing humbles you faster than scrolling back through your own paragraphs like you're reviewing evidence in a court case. Okay, I'll be sitting there thinking, wow, I typed this with my thumbs on purpose. It's always dramatic too, not normal anger. No, it's dissertation level rage. Okay, every message starts with first of all, even if there's no second of all. Yeah, it's just, and the punctuation unhinged. Okay, commas where commas don't go, exclamation points I definitely did not earn, capital letters like I'm yelling from a mountaintop. It's just, then you cool off and read it again. Like, why was I talking like a Disney villain? I mean, who was I performing for? And the worst part is the accuracy, because you meant every word. Okay, in that moment, you were confident. Like, yes, this is powerful. This is justice. Okay, and now you're looking at it thinking, I need sleep and probably therapy and maybe a reset button. Okay, but it's fine. We all have those moments. Just block yourself next time, okay, for your own safety. The deadline is tomorrow, and you finally reached the perfect level of panic to start being productive. Yeah, like, because apparently my brain only works under extreme emotional duress, okay? You give me 2 weeks, I'll do nothing. You give me 12 hours, suddenly I'm a gifted child again, okay? Focused, efficient, terrified, okay? It's like my motivation needs to be threatened, okay? No pressure, no progress, okay? I don't rise to the occasion, okay? I sprint directly at it with fear in my eyes, okay? At that moment, when the panic hits, is beautiful, okay? It's magical. All the procrastination, the scrolling, the fake planning, it's gone, okay? It's just me, my laptop, and a prayer, okay? People who start early will never understand the rush, okay? The adrenaline, the self-hatred, the Olympic level typing speed that comes out of nowhere. But at least I'm consistent, okay? Every single time I wait until the last possible second, and every single time I somehow pull it off, okay? Is it healthy? Absolutely not. Does it work? Unfortunately, yes. And that's the problem. When he asks you if you can cook for him, so you ask him if he can build you a house. Yeah, the energy shifts real quick, doesn't it? Men love requesting 1950 skills while offering 2025 effort. He'll be like, can you cook? Okay, Bob the Builder. Can you provide infrastructure? Do you own tools? I mean, see, my grandmother cooked every meal for my grandfather because my grandfather paid for everything. You see the exchange there? It made sense, right? So women get hit with these wifey material questions now, but the same man asking can barely make toast without triggering his smoke alarm. Like, he wants a home cooked meal. Cool. Do you know how to install a water heater? No? All right, then go sit down and order DoorDash, okay? See, I don't know how to install a water heater either, so I don't demand 3 meals a day because I would not be living up to my end of that bargain, right? So, and the crazy part is he'll act offended. Like, why would I build a house? Exactly. That's how she feels about the home cooked meals thing. Okay, because if we're doing old school roles, then let's do all of them, okay? You want a chef? Fine. Become an architect, a contractor, a provider of physical structures, okay? But if you're just a guy with Wi-Fi and a hoodie and no real contributions besides occasional vibes, then don't ask for a 3-course meal. Just ask her what she wants on the pizza you're ordering. When they ask me about my dream job, but all I dream about is traveling and eating delicious food. Every time someone asks me that, I have to pretend I'm ambitious, career driven, that I wake up excited to contribute to society. My real job is not working, okay? Just vibes, sunlight, and something seasoned correctly, okay? They want me to say something like, oh, I'd love to be a project manager. No, I wouldn't. Neither do you. I don't even want to manage myself, okay? My dream job is waking up in a new country, eating something I can't pronounce, and minding my business. That's it. No meetings, no deadlines, just wandering around with snacks, okay? Like, imagine someone paying you to just exist beautifully. Like, you just walk around, take pictures, eat pasta on a beach somewhere. I would excel at that. I would be employee of the century. But no, instead I'm sitting here pretending my passion is a professional development when I know good and well that my passion is a cornetto in Rome and a nap afterward, okay? So yeah, ask me about my dream job again. I'll tell you the truth. Anything that lets me travel, eat, and mind my own business. Preferably all at the same time. It's not even procrastination anymore. I'm low-key not gonna do it, All right, like I've crossed the line. I'm not delaying. I'm not working on it. I'm not, getting to it later. I fully accepted that whatever this task is, it's not happening in this lifetime. All right, the guilt used to hit me. I think, oh man, I gotta get this done. Now my brain just shrugs and goes, it is what it is. Okay, people remind me, hey, did you ever finish that thing? Absolutely not. I forgot about it the second you walked away. Okay, and I love when motivation pages say stuff like, discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. Okay, but what if what I want most is to not do anything ever? Okay, there's a different level of peace that comes when you stop lying to yourself about tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow is just today wearing a wig. It's not happening. Okay, at this point, I'm surviving exclusively on vibes, caffeine, and the hope that God just handles it for me because I refuse. Okay, this isn't procrastination anymore. This is retirement, and I just didn't even tell anybody. When someone tries to plan something with me, but the friend I see every weekend could text me at any second, yeah, I can't commit to anything right now. My schedule is wide open, but also completely booked depending on whether my best friend, who I see all the time, decides to text me and say, you trying to do something? Because if they text, I'm gone. Okay, instant plans, no hesitation. That's the real priority. I'm sorry, I don't need new people. Okay, when anyone else asks me to hang out, I give the most vague, non-committal answer ever invented, right? Yeah, maybe, we'll see, I'll let you know. Depends on how the day goes. Translation, I'm waiting for a better offer from the friend I actually enjoy. Okay, it has nothing to do with being busy. I'm not busy. I'm literally in bed, staring at the ceiling like a retired otter. Okay, but I'm not locking myself into plans and then having to text my real friend, sorry, I already said yes to something. That betrayal is unacceptable, unforgivable. That's friendship treason. Okay, so yeah, if I seem hesitant making plans with you, it's not personal. I'm just on standby in case my weekend bestie calls me in for our regularly scheduled nonsense. All right, everything else is tentative. They're the only fixed appointment in my life. You remember we used to jump out of swings mid-air? Those knees were fresh out the box. Back when our joints still had a warranty, all right? We'd launch ourselves into the atmosphere like we were auditioning for the Olympics, hit the ground at 40 miles an hour, bounce back up and be like, you want to do it again? Now, if I bend down to tie my shoes, my whole skeletal system files for a complaint. We were fearless. We didn't stretch. We didn't warm up. We didn't drink water for days. We didn't consider the consequences. We jump off a swing, land sideways, and our legs were like, yeah, that's fine. We're brand new. So yeah, today if I misstep on a curb, I need 2 to 3 business days to recover. Okay, one weird movement, and I'm like, yep, that's it. Time to draft my will. Okay, so it's wild because as kids, we used our bodies like rental cars. Okay, no care, no caution, just full send. All right, now my back cracks when I blink too aggressively. So yeah, we really had no idea how good we had it. Those knees weren't knees. Okay, they were premium factory sealed shock absorbers or something. God destroyed that plan because he knew it was going to destroy you. Okay, and I know it doesn't feel comforting in the moment. When something falls apart, we call it loss. God calls it protection. We call it rejection. God calls it redirection. All right, because sometimes you're praying for something that would have broken you in ways you can't even imagine. And God's like, no, not my child, not on my watch. You don't see what he sees. Okay, you don't know what he knows. You just see the closed door, but he sees what's on the other side of it. All right, I always think of Psalm 84:11. No good thing does he withhold from those who walk uprightly. Meaning if he took it away, if he blocked it, if he shut it down, it wasn't a good thing for you. Not long term, not where he's taking you. All right, and listen, sometimes God saves you from things you were begging for. Relationships you wanted, opportunities you chased, places you thought you needed. Then later you look back like, wow, thank you, God, for not letting that be my life. So yeah, trust him, even when it's confusing, even when it hurts, even when the plan you built in your head falls apart right in front of you, because God didn't destroy it to punish you. He destroyed it to protect you. Okay, and the blessing he's building instead, that one won't break you. It'll grow you. I can never understand that people are jealous of their friends. Like, that concept does not compute in my head. Your friend wins, cool, that means the group is leveling up. Okay, that means one of your people broke through. Why would you be mad? Take notes, say congratulations, and ask her where she got her lashes done. Jealous of your friend for what? Because she got promoted? Buy her a coffee. Because she's glowing? Good. Stand next to her so the glow hits you too. Friendship is not a competition. It's not the Olympics. There's no podium. There's no gold medal. Nobody's holding scorecards. Okay, the only people who get jealous of their friends are the ones who secretly think that life is a limited edition product. It's not. There's enough success, love, money, happiness, and good eyebrows to go around. Okay, real friends don't compete. They brag about each other. They hype each other up. They post on their story like they're your unpaid PR team. Okay, your friend's win is not your loss. Your friend's blessing is not blocking yours. Okay, if anything, it's a reminder that good things are happening close to your circle, meaning yours might be next. So yeah, jealousy and friendship, it couldn't be me. I want my people to eat, okay? And if they eat before me, even better. I love being around full people. They don't steal your fries. Don't ever stress about canceling plans with me. I'll have my sweats back on before you finish the text. Yeah, seriously, you're not hurting my feelings. You're blessing my evening, okay? The second I see, hey, so something came up, I'm already halfway back into my comfort clothes. Right? People act like canceling plans is this tragic event. Not for me. I thrive in cancellation environments, okay? I flourish when things get postponed. That's my natural habitat, okay? You think I'm going to be mad? No, I'm going to be relieved. I'll be lying in bed like, wow, look at God. Look at his timing. Amazing. So I'll still respond politely like, oh, no worries at all. But just know I'm literally horizontal already. Blanket tucked under my chin. Snack acquired. Show ready to be watched, okay? If anything, you should thank me because I just acted disappointed so you wouldn't feel bad, okay? But trust me, I was never going. I was spiritually in pajamas the whole time. So, yeah, cancel anytime. Bail last minute. Change the plan. I support it, okay? Because peace isn't when plans happen. It's when they don't. At what age do we start linking up for bingo? Because I'm ready. Like, I'm done pretending I enjoy nightlife. Okay, I don't want clubs, loud music, strangers breathing on me. I want a folding chair, a snack table, and the chance to win a $10 gift card with absolutely no effort, okay? People my age are still talking about going out. Going out where? For what? To stand? I don't stand for free anymore, okay? Those days are over. Give me bingo night, okay? Give me a sweatshirt, warm lighting, and the thrill of yelling bingo with the confidence of someone who has nothing left to prove. Okay, I want friends who show up at 6:30, not 10:45. Okay, I want a night that ends with, drive safe, not text me when you get home alive. Right? Honestly, I don't even need prizes. Just give me a marker, a card, and the peace of knowing no one's trying to flirt with me, fight me, or convince me to take shots. Okay, so yeah, whenever the bingo era starts, I'm already mentally checked in for that. Call me when we're forming the group chat. When I'm trying to ask my mom what she wants as a gift, and she says, I just want my kids to be happy. Okay, well, that's a lot to ask for. Can we get you an air fryer and call it a day? Why do moms always go straight for the Nobel Peace Prize answer? I'm asking for a gift idea, not a lifelong emotional assignment, all right? So, I'm over here with a budget and a deadline, and she's responding like she's giving her final wishes, right? I just want my children healthy and safe. All right, Mother Teresa, but they sell candles at TJ Maxx. Pick one, all right? She has no idea the pressure she just put on me. Like, you want happiness out of me, stability, emotional peace? Ma'am, I can barely keep gas in my car. Okay, I was hoping for something simple, like, get me those slippers from Costco, not, fulfill my soul and restore the family heritage. Like, at this point, I'm fully prepared to show up on Christmas like, listen, I couldn't deliver generational joy, but I did get you this air fryer that was on sale. Okay, next time just say perfume, please. I cannot gift wrap emotional stability. If your family starts fighting this Thanksgiving, go live. Yeah, don't you dare keep that drama to yourself. You know how boring other people's holidays are? We're out here eating stuffing in silence, okay? Give us some content. If Aunt Linda brings up politics, hit that go live. Right? If your cousin announces a pregnancy nobody asked for, please hit that go live, okay? If the mac and cheese comes out runny and a riot starts, go live now. We need it, okay? Your family doesn't know how iconic they are, okay? They're out here doing full reality TV with no cameras rolling. That's selfish. Share the chaos. We deserve it, all right? And don't record sideways. Give us HD. good angles, proper lighting. Let me see the tension, okay? Let me feel the generational trauma. Okay, if your uncle storms out, follow him. If your grandma says, I'm not naming names, start zooming in. That's your moment, okay? If someone brings up, who didn't bring anything, capture it, okay? This is the Super Bowl of family dysfunction, okay? Don't fumble the bag, because honestly, your family's fight is half the reason anyone opens social media on Thanksgiving anyway. The concept of having to go to work to gain money, to pay to live on an earth I didn't ask to be on, yeah, it really feels like a subscription service I never signed up for. Yeah, and the trial period ended way too fast. Like, 1 minute I'm a kid watching cartoons, the next minute I'm paying rent to stay alive on a floating rock. Who designed this system? I mean, work so I can afford food, so I can have energy to go back to work? It's a scam. Okay, and the worst part is if you complain, people hit you with, that's life. Yeah, well, life needs an update then, okay, because this version is glitchy. Okay, every morning I wake up like, did I choose this? Was there an options menu I missed? Because if there was a button for free housing or unlimited sleep, I definitely didn't see it. Okay, I'm basically clocking in every day to avoid dying from basic expenses. Okay, like imagine explaining that to a child. Yeah, buddy, mommy goes to work so that we don't die. And don't even get me started on taxes. Why am I paying someone to take money from money I never wanted to earn in the first place, but that I now need? Honestly, I think we were just meant to vibe in nature and eat. But no, now I have to answer emails from people I've never met so I don't end up living under a bridge. I would not recommend this. If I call you while driving, you know I like you. That's supposed to be my music time, all right? Yeah, that's my sacred hour. That's my concert. That's when I pretend I can sing and nobody can stop me. So if I'm choosing conversation over blasting my music at unsafe volumes, just know you're special. Because normally if I'm in my car, it's me, Spotify, and whatever delusion I'm nurturing that day, okay? I don't talk. I don't think. I just vibe and ignore my responsibilities. So if for you, I'll turn the volume down, hit call, and ruin a perfectly good playlist rotation, that's love, or at least heavy interest. Plus, calling while driving is risky. I could miss a turn because I'm trying to sound cool, or I can end up in a completely different city because your voice made me forget what lane I was in, right? So, and if I ever say, hold on, let me put you on speaker, and there's other people in the car, just know I trust you. That's intimacy. That's the modern version of giving someone a key to your apartment, all right? So yeah, if you get a car call from me, don't take it lightly. It means you outranked my music, my peace, and my imaginary singing career. That's real love. I was gonna get you something for Christmas, but then I realized you already have me, so there isn't anything else you need. Like, why would I buy you a gift when you already have the rarest item on the market? So yeah, I saved myself the trouble. You're welcome. I mean, what do you get someone who already has the deluxe package, like the premium subscription, the ad-free experience? Exactly. Nothing. So people are out here stressing about gifts, going broke, standing in lines, fighting grandmas over candles. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here like, my presence is the present, okay? And honestly, I stand by it. It's efficient, it's economical, it's environmentally friendly, zero waste. 2-day shipping, I'm already here. And look, if you insist on getting something else, fine. I can throw in a hug, maybe a forehead kiss, but that's the upgrade package. Limited edition. It's a seasonal release, okay? But people say love languages are gifts, acts of service, quality time. Mine is simply me existing near you, okay? That should count for something. So yeah, Merry Christmas, you're welcome. Be so rooted in God's plan that even disappointment feels like divine protection. Okay? That's the place you really want to be, where the setback doesn't break you. It just makes you look up and go, okay, God, I trust you even more. Half the things that didn't work out weren't failures. They were fences, okay? Boundaries God put up to keep you from walking into something you would have never walked out of the same. Okay, you ever look back at something you begged for and think, thank you, God, for not letting that become my life? That's not disappointment, that's mercy. Okay, that's protection disguised as heartbreak. I always think of Isaiah 55:9, as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Meaning your plan isn't the blueprint. God sees further, deeper, clearer than you ever could. So stay rooted, okay? Stay steady, stay planted in his will, not your panic. When something leaves your life, let it. When something breaks you, trust that he can rebuild it better, okay? Sometimes God saves you by saying no. Sometimes he saves you by closing the door you wanted to run through. And the closer you walk with him, the easier it becomes to say, God, I don't understand this, but I trust you anyway. That's real faith. Getting old is wild. One wrong pillow and your neck hurts for a week. Like, how is sleeping injuring me? I don't even run a marathon. I didn't fight a bear. I just laid down slightly wrong and now I can't look left. If my pillow is 1 millimeter too high, I wake up like I got body slammed. Neck locked, back crooked. Walking around the house like I'm auditioning for a zombie movie. I used to fall asleep in the car, in class, on the floor, no consequences. Now I use the wrong pillow for 30 minutes and my neck files for disability. People talk about aging gracefully. Gracefully where? I sneezed too hard last week and threw my back out. I stretched wrong and I need recovery time. My friends ask, what happened? And I have to say the most embarrassing sentence ever. I slept. That's it. And don't get me started on the noises. Why do I make sound effects when I sit down? Why do I sigh like I've lived through 3 wars when I'm just trying to tie my shoes? Honestly, adulthood should come with a manual, a pamphlet, something like, hey, after 28, your spine will start acting like it wants to retire early. Okay, so yeah, one wrong pillow, and it's over for me. Cancel my plans, call the chiropractor, tell my friends I lived a good life. After overthinking about it for 6 hours, I've decided that it's not a big deal. Yeah, it only took about half a day, 3 imaginary arguments, 2 worst-case scenarios, and a full internal investigation for me to reach the conclusion that normal people reach in 12 seconds. So yeah, my brain really had me pacing around like I was preparing for trial, like going over every detail, every angle, every tone of voice, every possible interpretation of something that wasn't even that serious. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is moving on, living peacefully, breathing normally. And I'm over here analyzing a 2-word message like it's a coded threat from the CIA. And then suddenly, after hours of stress, my brain goes, oh wait, actually this doesn't matter. And just like that, I'm free. No apology needed. No confrontation required. No emotional breakdown this time. Just me realizing I tortured myself for sport. It's actually impressive, honestly. The talent, the commitment, the dedication to creating chaos out of thin air. So yeah, after spiraling for 6 hours straight, I'm officially declaring I'm fine, totally fine, until something else tiny happens. When I'm already adding water to my shampoo and coworkers start talking about doing a secret Santa, yeah, read the room. I'm out here stretching shampoo like it's a limited natural resource, and you're asking me to participate in a holiday financial stunt? Yeah, they're all excited like, hey, let's do a $25 limit. $25? I don't even spend $25 on myself. My self-care routine right now is survival, okay? And meanwhile, Tara from accounting is talking about how she loves Secret Santa because it brings everyone together. I don't need togetherness. I need lower rent, okay? And then the worst part is you can't say no, because if you say no, then they think you hate Christmas or people or happiness. No, I just hate being broke in public. That's it. And they'll be like, it's just for fun. Yeah, well, fun costs money, apparently. My version of fun is going home and not spending anything. So, but I'm going to end up getting someone who wants something complicated, like a handmade candle from an Etsy shop owned by a woman who forges her own wax from scratch. Meanwhile, the person who gets me is going to hand me a mug with joy on it and a pack of peppermint tea. Your husband will literally have to guide you through the death of both of your parents. So choose that man wisely. Like, yeah, muscles are cool. But can he sit with you in a hospital waiting room for 6 hours without making it about his fantasy football team? Okay, you're out here picking based on who you think looks hot in a backwards hat. Okay, these are outrageous times. How did we get to this point? Meanwhile, the real test is, can you trust them to talk to your dad's doctor when you're feeling too overwhelmed to do it yourself? And to ask the right questions, remember what was said, understand it, and then help you through it. Okay, it's not just about good morning texts and matching Halloween costumes. It's, hey, I called the funeral home so you didn't have to do it. Okay, that's trustworthy. That's a quality to look for. Look, nobody's perfect. Everyone will slip up and disappoint you sometimes. But start being serious. Okay, start figuring out what really matters in life. Be picky, real picky, but about the right things. Not about how he dresses or how nice his forearms are. Because one day, I promise you, life is going to body slam you with grief. And the guy who only brings vibes is going to fold like a lawn chair. Okay, if you find the man who can hold you up when you're going through it, hold on to that for dear life. Because love isn't built on butterflies and your little checklist. It's built on the guy who brings snacks, tissues, and doesn't flinch when the hard stuff shows up. I think God's next test for me should be, can he handle a ridiculous amount of money? Yeah, because I've handled heartbreak. I've handled patience. I've handled being the bigger person when I wanted to throw hands. We got enough growth for now. We can take a break. Now I'm ready to handle direct deposit blessings. All right, financial overflow, miraculous tax brackets. Lord, please test me with wealth. Test me with bought lunch for everyone behind me at Chick-fil-A energy. Let me find out if I'd stay humble with a beachfront property. Let me see if I'd still pray when I got a heated towel rack and a fridge that talks. I promise I won't switch up. I'll still say thank you after every transaction. I'll tithe off crypto. I'll donate in silence and prayer. I've had my wilderness season. Now I'm ready for the wine cellar and home office season. Right, you gave me character, now give me commas. I do not play about people treating me weird. I will never talk to you again. Yeah, because the second you switch up on me, I switch off. It's not personal, okay? It's preventative. I don't do maybe they didn't mean it. No, they meant it. We're adults now. Everything is intentional. Okay, so people act strange once and think they get unlimited retries. Absolutely not. This isn't a video game. There are no extra lives. Okay, you get one weird vibe, and I vanish like a witness in a crime documentary. I'm gone. Okay, and I promise you I don't announce it either. I don't send paragraphs. I don't do the we need to talk. My silence is the talk. Okay, my absence is the closure. Okay, my number being blocked is the thesis statement. All right, because honestly at this point in life, if I have to question your energy, your motives, your tone, or your whole personality every time we speak, it's not worth the stress. All right, I got maybe 4 functioning brain cells left. I can't waste one on decoding people. So yeah, treat me weird once. Congrats, you just unlocked lifetime separation.
For 2026, I want to be a millionaire.
In 2026, I'm going to travel the world and get a man.
2026, I want to stop gossiping and be a nicer person.
Outfit repeater, same drink orderer, music re-listener, movie rewatcher. I know what I like. Okay, because honestly, why pretend otherwise? I mean, I'm not out here auditioning for Project Runway. Okay, if the white t-shirt worked last week, it's gonna work this week too. All right, same drink every time. Yeah. The waiter at the diner knows my order before I sit down. I walk in, sit down, the coffee's on its way. That's it. That's not boring. That's consistency. All right, don't date a guy who calls himself a foodie. Okay, that's a red flag. You should have an appetite for one thing, and one girl. That's it. Okay, music re-listener, absolutely. I can't even name you a song that came out since 2009. Like I don't know who's famous. Are there famous singers out there now? I don't know. If I find a song I like, I'm running that thing into the ground until Spotify calls the cops on me. Okay, new music for what? I'm still emotionally invested in the same song I've loved since 1997, and that's fine. Right? Definitely a movie rewatcher. I don't need to be surprised. I don't need to expand my taste. I need the same script I've already memorized. Okay, you're out here crying at Marvel movies. I'm over here watching Goodfellas for the 400th time, and that's okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm just reliable. Call it repetitive, call it boring. I call it peace of mind. Okay, some people chase newness. I've perfected the routine. You can go hours without texting me, while I spend those hours checking for your notification. We're not the same. All right, because to you, silence is normal. To me, silence is a psychological thriller. I'm having heart palpitations over here. All right, I'm refreshing my phone like it's the stock market. Okay, every buzz, adrenaline, every non-buzz, depression. Okay, you're out there living life, working, eating, existing. I'm out here staring at my lock screen like it's about to announce lottery numbers. All right, and don't get it twisted. I know how it looks. It looks obsessive. It looks unhealthy. But that's love. All right, so meanwhile, you're casually replying 7 hours later with, my bad, I was busy. Busy doing what? Curing cancer? Because I've just gone through the 5 stages of grief and memorized your typing bubbles pattern. Okay, so yeah, you and I are just not the same. Okay, you can forget about me for hours. I can't forget about you for seconds. Okay, and the worst part is I'm still going to text you back instantly when you finally resurface. Growing up means trading nightlife for the pure joy of countertop appliances. I used to judge your friends on how wild their weekends were. Now it's like, oh, you don't have the dual basket ninja? What's wrong with you? Grow up already. Right? It's depressing and comforting at the same time. Depressing because you're clearly not fun anymore. We're not fun. I hope you know that. But comforting because, let's be real, nothing at a nightclub is beating a perfectly reheated leftover pizza in an air fryer. I mean, come on. And don't even lie, you've bragged about it. Everyone who owns an air fryer turns into a fanatic. You're not a party animal anymore. You're a sales rep for crispy Brussels sprouts. All right, so yeah, life comes at you fast. 1 minute you're outside, the next minute you're in Bed Bath & Beyond arguing about wattage. That's just adulthood. Sometimes you just gotta let her be dramatic, right? And then she'll be normal again in a few hours, right? She goes from crying, pacing, threatening to move to another city, and then 3 hours later, she's eating snacks and sending you TikToks like nothing happened. It's not even real anger. Don't worry so much. It's theater. It's performance, okay? And your job isn't to solve it. It's just to sit in the audience quietly and clap when it's over, right? Because if you try to argue back, congratulations, now you're part of the show, okay? If you just nod and let her run through the drama, intermission hits and she's back to, so what do you want for dinner? Which, by the way, you better answer correctly. So look, the truth is, she doesn't want solutions. She wants a stage, okay? She wants to let out all 14 of the emotions currently in her chest in surround sound while you sit there holding a water bottle like her corner man. So yeah, let her be dramatic. Don't fight it. Don't overanalyze it. Just write it out. Because 9 times out of 10, she doesn't even remember what she was mad about by the time she falls asleep. All right, thanks. And you go through his phone to see if he's cheating, but instead see a search history is best tips for dating a girl with multiple personalities. All right, ladies, that's not a cheater. That's a man fighting for his life, okay? He wasn't planning a side chick. He was Googling survival tactics, all right? He wasn't deleting texts. He was bookmarking Reddit threads called how to date when she's happy, mad, sad, and crying at the same time. Now listen, I've been there. The last thing in our minds in that kind of relationship is other women, okay? We don't have the mental bandwidth, the spiritual fortitude to even consider cheating because we are exhausted from having to date the 16 different versions of you. Okay, so you were expecting to find the M's. Instead, you found a man so overwhelmed, he turned to ChatGPT for therapy. All right, that's not betrayal, that's desperation. Okay, because let's be honest, guys cheat when they're stupid. But guys Google stuff like that when they're committed. Like, he wasn't leaving you, he was starving for help. Okay, so, no, he's not shady. He's just underprepared. And if anything, you should feel flattered because instead of running, he's out here researching how to survive being with you. I can't believe we had to be adults in the most unaffordable time in history. Like what luck is that? Every other generation got starter homes. We got starter packs for depression. Our parents were buying houses for the price of what we pay in rent now. Meanwhile, we're out here financing phones like they're real estate. Groceries, forget it. I walk into the store with $100 and leave with 2 bags of sadness and milk. Eggs cost more than my car insurance. Avocados are basically an investment property. So and don't even talk to me about rent. Rent is just a cover charge for existing. Like, you're paying over $2,000 a month for the privilege of living in a box with suspicious plumbing. Utilities out of control, internet, forget it. Health insurance, this is an extortion racket. I mean, you can't even get sick. But being alive is already too expensive. So we really got dealt the worst hand. I mean, we were told work hard and you'll have stability. Nah, we worked hard and we got, Spotify Premium, 3 streaming services and trauma. So, other generations got the American dream. We got the American receipt. When I develop a crush and all my friends have to watch me go insane. Because honestly,
Babe, for today, ang imong te is nagtiyaing charat. Gisugo ko guys. Huwag diri naabot na jud ko diri sa pantalan. Dapit sa Sikihor. On the right side is blind lang Dingdong Dantes. Dingdong Avanzado. Dayon, dire sa left side mo ng St. Francis de Assisi Church is an old church. As in super. So, diri mag-TikTok trend. Abot ako sa port. Diri mag-TikTok trend. Ang mga tao pa sa mabot sila sa Sikihor. Kaya, the waters here are clear. If kuan ba dyan dili kisaw ang dagat, you can see the fishes. Chares! Dayon, as in, super. Maklaro mas fishes dili kayo. Look at that. The sea is glistening. Diba? Ayun na, kuan hilak-hilak dara kay kuan. Ari na lang si Kihor. Dagan kang nindot makitaan. Chares. Also, bye si Kihor for now. Grabe kayong sugo, guys. Dagan kayo kasutunan pag uli. As in, super bugat jud ni goodness. Mga tubig halos tanan. Gosh! So, wala kay clear sky siya, guys. Then, nami katagbo. Bye-bye. Char. Muna yung maabot sa Sikihor. Alas 9 sa buntag. Bye-bye, Ocean Jet. May pakani. Uli na kami padong pa. Char. Then, in fairness, limpyo pa ang kanang kunani kanang bintana. Guys, inig kataod-taod because more ni kusog man to ang kuan. Mamaot na dyan ang bintana. Sinhugaw kayo sa tanawon. Tanawon sa ne. Dayong tanawa, guys. Look at that. Gikuha. Ito man gikuha nila or maghatod sila og yuta. Charot. Mga marag limestone na siya, guys. Limestone? Charot. Huwag niyong kunin ang lupain namin. Wow! Sealer. Hubit mo ko balukon sa guys. Basta puti siya. Mara siya pog. So, niabot namin diri dapat. Look at that. Di ba gwapa kaayo ang kuan ganina pero nausa na asin-asin naman na dira. May kapanrapo. Pero di nato i-judge ang mga manrapo dapat ana, guys, kaya dapat dili na siya trapuan kay gid. Kapoy ka manas lang pang limpyo. So gwapa na pud siya diri dapita. Pero kay nag-asik-asik na pud ng mga kuan. So may nanay na pud ang unsa. Look at that. Dili na maklaro ang atong United States of CCLX Bridge. Uy, sa kadugay na kung balik-balik bitaw diri sa kuan, guys. Na bali na lang mis na araw pa jud ko kas kuan labang aning CCLX. Like gusto ko mag-walking. Char. Walking pa dong dito dapita sa Tumoy sa Cordova. From sa man ni SRP guro na siya, guys. Motor siya. Dayon, ako kadugay ba ni mahuman nga video. So basically, nani kagwa patanawon ang ato ang kuan gitawag na to bridge. Gikan sa ilalom sa bridge. Look at that, majestic. Guwapa. Char. Strong. Wow. Di ko baloon sa ano pag-describe sa mga na siya, guys. Nice kayo. Anak ko i-chika ni mo. Ang ako bitaw nasa loyo. Kay mga German sila dayon. Wa sila guro kabalo or abot sa bala sila. Basta kay wa sila kabalo nga kasabot-sabot ko gamay. Ako rin nasabtan kay ginaw. Mawato siya din. Ako dapat, guys, kay buutan kay gwapa pag yun siya. Nisakay siya gikan og kuan Bohol pero kuan siya kanang marag nag-med student siguro to kay nagbasa ko, nakalingi ko siyang iPad. Nagbasa ko sa iyang mga ipangtunan. Anyway, mana to siya. Diba? Silver bells, are you listening? Bring a lane, brush your man. A beautiful sight. Nice ilang Christmas tree, guys. Dako kayo siya. Taban 4th floor. Charot. Di ko sure. 4th or 3rd. I'm happy tonight, walking in the winter wonderland. Uy, Ginoo ko, ayun, mo reklamo ka ng mga nasa ano yung video, B. Kaya wala bitaw mo ka ng mga Christmas tree akong ganahan ba, uy. Ano reklamo? Then, iabot namin sa mga stayhan niya. Stay mi sa Red Planet. Ching, chidin. Dayon, namin sa 5th floor. Na nice among stayhan na baya po. It's a queen-sized bed na. Pero niuli ko sa kuan inayawan siya. Filler. Tayon mo ni mo room ging. Pero guys, dili jud na pwede kay nag-hold man imong tiya sa kuan, dili jud na pwede. So, kuan jud mag-off jud ta sa kuan kay maglisod ta. Dan niabot dai ko kuan, guys. Ayala kay mahay ka man ang Ayala gikan sa Red Planet. Kay bawo baka nice na ilang mga cover diri shed nakalimot ko sa tawag ani di siya parasol kay murag umbrella pero huy gatanom sila dira og murag mga unsa tamarind. Then nice na kuan na nila gi-renovate na lang terraces. Dayon, guys, nakoy nakadungan og sulod ganina baning anturo siya og Ayala para mag-CR, promise. Char, nagbuot ko rin ko. Tinangon ang Ayala, there is something new is coming your way. Salamat, Lord. Pantay ka, Ayala, na-expect ko ana. Dahil nakabasa ko aning na outside bagay. Sige na siya sa TikTok, pero wala ko ni palit kay mahal siya 30 man. Char, 37. So, ako lang ipakita na yung outside niya. What's the hype? So, akong gi-check siya. Once iya ang sugar levels. In fairness, yung nutrition facts, murag acceptable or siya. I just don't like na part na siya is saturated fat. Pero siguro kay nut milk, manggod siya. I don't know. Dili ko na bright. Basta kay mo siya. This is the view from our house. Muna sa mo ang, house. Our room. So, busy kayo at 2 a.m. Busy kayo ang road sa Cebu, no? Makita na ninyo yun. Nag-abot na to sa videos na to sa kuwan sa Iloilo. At 2 kayo, wala kayo nagliok-liok ng mga sakyanan. Grabe kayo ka-busy ug mga buhi ang mga tao at 2 a.m. diri sa kuwan Cebu. This is actually na siya. Oh, then guys, naka-remember ko ako nag-feature guys kay naka-remember ko diri ba ako nagkuan guys, nag-review itong panahon bitong katulgon kay kung kay babe pag take na ko board exam dito may nag-review like for 3 days pero kuan kanang nakoy kailangan nagstay dito so musakar ako para magkuan me together kanang practice or mag-review and then kung makaingon jud kang ako ani pero nakita na to nako sa lingkuranan ba dito ako anyway mo ni siya diri among view ni Doc Mel while waiting for her kanang kuan kauban so diba tapos nag-order siya og kanang breakfast hala guys nakalimot ko wa man day ko kabayan ni Doc Mel kay siya man day nagbayad ani tapos mo to ako siyang bayaran unya then nakita ko ni JM hi JM klaro kay nang iyapon sa tiyan guys kanang tagihan ana sa tiyan is si John si Nessa I'm so happy that I met them kay kadugay naman kay mga wala kita guys kay tungod kay nabali na mi sa Nayar then kuan sila gitawag na to Region 7 I miss being in Central Visayas but also I have to kanang embrace being in NIR kay it's not easy for our head of the regional whatever nga magkuan na mo charot kasi tawag na nga welcome sa me nag-struggle na siya pero funny na she lost a lot of weight and so happy for her cute kasi nasa look at that dayon isa ka siya charot kay manaka na day mi dayon wala na ako na off ako ang phone aning dapita pero i-off na nato niya taud-taud na bisita okay basta kay wala to nakita to mga silingan nato diha dayon nilawas ko dito sa katapusan guys abi na og na ICR dito my goodness my gosh naman din sa tubangan lapit di ba na traffic pa ko anyway nara ko sa 5th na row nakoy tapad ko kailan niya so babe niya nakakita dyan ko pag landing very wide kayo nilang airport very bugno kay ilang lugar og look at that cutie kayo ang nilupad nga airplane diba o na close jud kayo na sa mo ang diba super close dol unahan look at this it's very clean as in super lahi jud og levels ang Iloilo babe look at that the greeneries the vegetation the cleanliness of the wow and wide kayo ang sky, bright sky, early morning. It makes me feel that something good is about to happen. And I'm about to receive something. Charles. So, muna among walkway towards the conveyor belt. Wow. Kaya dito na makuha na mong mga bag. Kaya apparently, bisag sa kagamay akong bag, dapat mas gamay ana niya para mo fits siya dito sa ilang overhead? Ano sa to babe? Overhead bin? I don't know. So itawag na. And then I realized na diri babe, welcome to Iloilo baggage claim. Tayo nakakita na ko nabasahan ako dito babe nga ang Intermed are recruiting nurses for Germany. So timely pod babe kay I'm learning German because my kid is very excited to learn it too. Ganahan siya na siya ikastorya so nag-learn with German together. Those are my superiors. Dayon, it's Doc Krog, it's Mom Grace, and Mom Mita, my mommy. I love her. And then, kato daw, babe, hato kay prisuhan daw to sa una, pero giwan ng museum. And then now, kanan siya is, paborito rin sa kumbana, it's palabok. Look at that. Daddy, I should practice doing this, Daddy, and I should do it right the 3rd time, or the 1st time that I make it. Para ma-happy ka. I met my classmate, my student, si Stephen. Dayon, there. Wow, this is the view from our room. On one side, makita ni mo ang SM, and then sa luyo niya na nagpa-fireworks. And kanigad ang pinaka-beautiful view where I sleep. Actually, ako more gisleepan kasi sa kitchen area. Anyway, tanawa. Look at that. Biscoff. I never knew that Biscoff was this good. Biscuit coffee. My friend, John. This Christiana JM. Cuties. So, there. Mana to siya, guys. Lang naman. Nagsakay mi og gitawag na to United States of sikat. Murag sikat nga motorcycle. Kaya na siya malingkuran sa bayo. Okay. So, money mo room. Apre ba yun? Ay, kagugay man. Uy. Okay, go. So, money ako hikan. This is the hallway to our room na. And I am so happy kay near me sa exit door. So, if near ta sa fire escape or something, exit door. And then, abadyan diray ka ng katong water hose. I like it because it's, kuan siya, meaning, kuan tayo na sa pinakakilid. So, we have a good view of the city at night at in the morning. Nice kayo ang kuan diri, sunset. Anyway, morning ang view of the kuan, syudad at night. Kay, we were asked to meet someone, a lot of someones. Kay, mag-meeting daw may, for a dinner, over dinner lang, murag kuan siya ka na get together or super bonding, something like that. So, this is how the city looks like. Oh my God. It's a bit of traffic, but carry lang. Dili kayo super traffic. In ano siya. But definitely, nice little reindeers. Cutie. Wala rin ako na-videohan ang ilang kanang nice yung mga places dito. But look at this. These are the places that we will be Okay, pa-screenshot na lang. So, you know the foodies. And this is their, it's, the mascara. The flavors, nasa like kaguran o globe. Look at that. And the flavors of Iloilo. Look. And the Haro Cathedral, I've been there with my husband. Yes, and the digital flip book. Me too, Iloilo. This reminds me of a dress. Like anong pang Miss Universe dress. Diba? It's giving.
for watching. See you again on the next episode.